Taurus, welcome. This is your weekly reading from Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. It is for Taurus placement Sun, Moon, or Rising, and it is general, so if it doesn't resonate, that's to be expected. It can't be expected to resonate with all of you, it being a general reading. Cutting down on the length of the videos a little bit by pre-selecting 3 cards for each sign just before I hit record. And then we'll do a couple of clarifying cards and an oracle card for your week as well. So you have here, Taurus, the King of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Judgment card. And in that I see some very interesting messages. I was doing some reflecting before I started recording today, out in my garden, repotting some various plants that have been with me inside through the winter and now are going to be able to be outside for a while in the warmer weather. And I was reflecting on sort of intuitively coming to this understanding that our messages today are about growth and what we need to grow. You know, plants, they need soil, they need water, they need light. Sometimes they need some nutrients added to their soil. But what I was discovering today is they outgrow their space. I mean, this isn't discovery, I suppose. This is something that I knew. But have you outgrown your space? Because what I'm seeing here is a need for leadership, a sense that you need some boldness in your leadership, or you need to be led, perhaps, if you're more comfortable being a follower. And there's no shade thrown there. There are different times in our lives when we lead and different times when we follow. And it seems that what you need is some bold leadership now, and some courage. And perhaps the bold leadership comes from inside of you, or perhaps it comes from another, helping you to direct your path. But I definitely see movement here. With the Six of Swords, we have a sense of transition, relocation, movement. You know, you're moving to a new place, either literally or metaphysically, spiritually, emotionally. There's movement now and transition. And the Judgment card brings in this element of finality, a final decision being made about something, a wake-up call, a realization and a clarity about where you are in your life and what is the next step. So definitely a vibe here of change and growth, and perhaps like some of the plants I worked with earlier today, you need a larger container for your roots. You can't be healthy staying in the small confined space that you've outgrown. Let's take a look at just a couple of clarifying cards, because I do want to keep the readings a little bit shorter so that I have time to do your May readings as well. For Taurus for this week, Spirit, what do we have Taurus for this week? We have the Lovers. This is about a partnership, perhaps, that you've outgrown, or needing more space for that connection. 7 of Cups in reverse here. You don't necessarily feel clear on what your choices are, what your options are. And maybe that's why this King of Wands energy is coming in. This is someone helping you decide. If you're really in such a spot that you can't make the choices on your own, it will be quite reassuring to know that there's someone there who can step in and help you decide which path is the right path going forward. I want also, Taurus, to pull an oracle card for you. We'll be using the Sacred Destiny Oracle again. I think this is the same one we used last week. I'm finding it has so many messages to offer that align very well with our present space and time. Let's see what we have for you. Power. Perhaps this is you coming into your power this week. You can see that card. I'm going to set that down there. And we'll look this up in the book to give you the full definition from the author of this deck, who is Denise Lynn, by the way. So you have the Power card with an imagery of mountain thunder. This is your time. This is the time to claim your power and step into your potential. This doesn't necessarily mean that you will be without fear. You might feel uncertain, but do it anyway. Be courageous. Let the world hear your voice. Take a stand. Stand up for yourself and for others. Share your passion. Teach from the heart. Write, and your words will have great meaning. Hold your body as if you are incredibly valiant, noble, and brave. After all, you are. So that's a wonderful energy to take with you into this week, Taurus. That feeling of strength and power is yours now. You have this decisive energy about you this week, really movement and transition and making changes, finding yourself a better environment in which to flourish. So I wish you all good fortune with that. I wish you good health. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Every like, share, and subscribe helps us to get these messages out to more folks who may find them useful. And since this is a passion, not a job for me, I really do appreciate your support in helping these messages to spread to people that might find them useful. Thank you again, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Blessings.